Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel once again. This is your friend Abhishek, but not a financial advisor. And yeah, it's been a long time since I'm facing a camera, and also it's been a long time since I made any video. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks or so because I had some other priorities which needed more of my attention. And now since I have some time, so I thought that let's make a video on Cassava Sciences stock. Like you must have seen from the thumbnail and the title of the video. Yes, this video is going to be about Cassava Sciences stock update. So guys, before we jump onto this first part of the video, I have a request. Please watch this first part of the video as well. Don't just skip to the informative part of the video. This is also really important for you to understand before you try to invest into Cassava Sciences or any other speculative stock out there, especially in this pharmaceutical world, or yeah, who don't have a product in the market yet. So please watch it because it might open up your mind before you make any decision. But before we jump onto the news, information, and what is going on with this company, I just would like to point out two things here. Okay, the first one, which I just mentioned, that I'm not any kind of financial advisor, guys. Okay, so please do your own due diligence. It's not just regarding this particular company. Regarding any investment out there, please do your own due diligence, because guys, you are the ones who are putting your blood and sweat to earn that each penny of yours by working 9 to 5 or God knows 12 hours, 10 hours a day. Yeah, it's you guys. So you are the ones who are earning. So you should be the sole person who are going to make any decision regarding any investment out there. So please don't listen to any random dude like me on YouTube and just get convinced and buy a particular stock, or for a matter of fact, anything. Yeah. So please consider this as just a part of your own due diligence. Consider this as an informative video. That's it. Okay. I would try to give you guys information. Take that information, process it, do your own due diligence, and then only make a decision. Don't just go on and buy a stock and then start criticizing people out there because they just mentioned a stock. Okay. I'm not pumping this stock. I'm not pumping any stock, for a matter of fact, on my YouTube channel. I'm just making this video because I got a lot of comments on my previous Cassava Sciences video that please make an update video. And like you must have seen, I have not put any video for 2 weeks, not just for Cassava Sciences, but any other stock. Okay, so that's it. First point aside. Second point, which I would like to clarify, is that, guys, Cassava Sciences still remains a highly speculative company. Consider this fact, okay? Process this fact. They don't have any revenue stream until now. These are not like your FANG stocks or MANG stocks now. Alphabet, Amazon, Facebook, Metaverse, Johnson & Johnson, any other company out there who is generating a really good revenue. Yeah, they have a proper revenue stream, they are profitable, they have positive earnings, a good PE ratio, any value investment out there. Cassava Sciences is not like that, and neither I would put Cassava Sciences into a growth company, because for me the growth company is more like Tesla, Neo, all the companies in the EV sector, where we retail investors are actually putting our money into the stock, into the company, thinking about the future growth of the company. Yeah, and that's how they actually become overvalued, or let's say, they don't come into the category of value investment. So anyways, so Cassava Sciences, in my opinion, falls under neither of these two categories because they don't have a revenue stream. Yeah, and they are definitely not a value investment. So what is it all about? Well, Cassava Sciences, or any other pharmaceutical company, as a matter of fact, is more dependent upon their drugs, okay, product, like any other company out there. But there are many pharmaceutical companies out there, guys, who don't have a product like Cassava Sciences, and everything is dependent upon this one product of Cassava Sciences, which is Simuflem. So is it a good investment? Well, you should be deciding that. In my opinion, I am holding this company until phase 3 trials, and I will be looking into their results. Now, I wouldn't be so much bothered about their earnings report, which is coming soon, because of course their earnings per share would be negative. They don't have any revenue stream, so therefore they don't have any earnings now. But what I would be looking in for in their earnings report is their cash and cash equivalent position, because of course they need cash in hand to fuel up their research, phase 3 trials, it's expensive, and especially for a product like Simuflem targeting Alzheimer's, it needs a lot of money. And the second reason why I would be looking into their cash position from their earnings report is because if they don't have enough cash, then there is a really big possibility that they would be diluting us shareholders, which is not a good sign for any retail investor out there. Okay, so those are the reasons why I would be only interested in their earnings report. Otherwise, for me, it doesn't matter. For a company like Cassava Sciences, yes, I do fundamental analysis for companies which have fundamentals, like I just mentioned, okay, but they don't have any fundamentals whatsoever. But guys, my strategy is to invest into, so I always categorize. I put some money into value investment, some money into long-term growth stocks, some money into ETF, crypto, real estate, and then a part of my money goes into such speculative stocks. So that's why I'm not worried about holding Cassava Sciences for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I just wanted to make this clear once for all that, yeah, Cassava Sciences is one of my favorite companies and I will keep holding it. I might lose all the money. I might lose it all because there is a really big chance that FDA might refuse and they just don't have any drug anymore for Alzheimer's, and the stock can literally go back to a penny stock range. So there is a huge risk, guys. Please watch this part of the video. There is a huge risk involved. It can literally crash from $100 to $1. We don't know. And that's why it is a highly speculative stock. Please keep this in mind, guys. Please be careful with your money. I'm joining my hands. Yeah, please be careful with your money. And like I said, they can literally crash. It's all about speculation. It's all about when and if they will get an FDA approval for Simuflem for treating Alzheimer's. Now, with that being said, let's just jump into the main information. What is happening with Cassava Sciences and why literally it had a really crazy ride from $46 to all the way to $90 in last 2 trading days. So guys, like you can see that Cassava Sciences went up by 7% on the last trading day, which was November the 5th on Friday. But this is nothing when compared to the last 5 days of trading, because it went from $46 all the way up to $90. So it's almost up by 80 to 90% in just a span of 2 to 3 days. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. Cassava Sciences is a highly speculative stock, but also a high volatile stock, because in last 1 month we can see, or last 6 months we can see that it went down at the same pace from $120 to $42. So this is what is really let's say a negative thing about such highly speculative stocks. And this is why I'm warning you guys again and again that please be careful with Cassava Sciences, because this company is just dependent upon one drug, guys. Okay, so in my opinion, I am holding this company and I will keep holding this company until the phase 3 trials are completed, because then only we can actually see what is going to happen with this company. And then also it's not guaranteed, because FDA might give a red flag still. Yeah, there are many pharmaceutical companies which got FDA refusal or a CLA letter even after really impressive phase 3 results. So still, guys, like I'm saying again and again, and I'm repeating myself again and again, please be careful, because if anything goes wrong, like we already saw just with a short seller report, it went and it lost 50% of its market value and the stock crashed by more than 50%. So this can really happen, guys. So just imagine, this short seller report was really illogical in my opinion. Yeah, but just imagine if FDA really give a red flag, which is real, for real, because all this short seller allegations were BS in my opinion, but the FDA decision finally would be real. It won't be a BS. And if that happens, it can come all the way down to these levels. Yeah, penny stock levels. So that's why, guys, please be careful with your money. And I am just giving you all the cards. Yeah, there's nothing hidden in my analysis, and every information what I can give to you guys, I'm giving that. So now let's cover the information why it actually shot up this time by more than 80%. So guys, here's the reason. But before we jump into the reason, it's important to know what happened in the past. Now, I have made a video on Cassava Sciences, why the stock price plummeted from $120 to all the way to $60, and then it kept falling to $40 level. And I will link that video in the icon above. But just to brief it up for the new viewers, so in the past there was this law firm which actually made allegations against Cassava Sciences, against its research, against its phase 2 trial results and its drug on data manipulation. And there was one of the biggest allegations against their Western blotting pattern, which was their technique to separate and measure proteins bands. So this, I will not go into the details. You can have a look at the report and I will link it in the description below as well. But also I have described this in my previous video. So have a look at it and you will know what was actually mentioned and what were the allegations in this report from this law firm. And later we came to know that actually, and the law firm agreed that this law firm was hired by the short sellers. So actually these allegations report made more sense for me and actually meant nothing to me, because ultimately it was just a short seller report. Now, I'm not saying that all the short seller reports are just BS, yeah? But in this case, the CEO Remy Barbier answered to that short seller report within a day with all the logical answering and answering all those allegations. And this is why this short seller report meant nothing to me, and I kept on holding the company during its downfall. So now what happened is recently, just Wednesday or Thursday, the Journal of Neurosciences informed Cassava Sciences that there was no evidence of data manipulation. No evidence of data manipulation. So what happened is that this journal, after all these allegations, requested all the raw data of the article which was presented in the committee, including images of original uncropped Western blots, because this was one of the biggest allegations made by this law firm against the Western blotting pattern. And they said, this law firm said that the protein bands have a unique thickness, should have a unique thickness and should not be uniform, but they are uniform. It seems manipulated. So I would not go into the depth, but this was the gist of what they made allegations on. So, and after Cassava Sciences gave all the raw data which was in their article, and after receiving and reviewing this raw data, the Journal of Neurosciences finally stated officially that there was no evidence of data manipulation which was found for their Western blot data. Yes, there was one human error identified, but that should not impact any data conclusions. Yeah, and the publisher is expected to print a correction. So that's all what was found from their research and reviewing all the raw data which was presented by Cassava Sciences. And this is what is an amazing news, guys. And adding to that, a forensic specialist, Dr. Elizabeth Bick, a microbiologist from Netherlands, also mentioned that these protein bands should actually look similar, not identical. So here she says they should all look similar, but they shouldn't look identical to each other. And this was one of the allegations from this law firm on their Western blot patterns and the thickness of the protein bands, that they look similar. Yes, they should, but not identical, because the thickness of these protein bands is the measure of how much protein is present in a particular sample. And this is what she also clarified. And this is like really good, guys. This is an amazing news for Cassava Sciences. Again, I'm not trying to pump up this stock. I'm just opening my heart out on this research and all these other researchers out there who are not related and who are not involved officially with Cassava Sciences and are a third-party company or a third-party researcher who are giving such results, such analysis and reviews. And this is what makes Cassava Sciences results much more stronger and much more believable. And on this, Remy Barbier, the chief executive, also mentioned that I have never doubted the integrity of our people or science, and we remain focused on conducting a phase 3 clinical program of Simuflim in people with Alzheimer's disease. And guys, this is going to be huge. This is what we should be concentrating on, not on all these short sellers, because guys, yes, we should be looking at these reports. I'm not asking you guys to just neglect this and just go on blindly with any company out there, no. But in this case, guys, it's proved that these allegations were just stupid. And guys, this is now important. Plus, for me, it's a cherry on the cake. So we know that Cassava Sciences was doing an open label study, which was actually also criticized a lot, because An open label study simply means that they are giving their experimental drug to the patients who know that they are being given a drug against Alzheimer's. So anyways, so like we know that they actually presented interim results from these open label study at a span of 6 months, 9 months and 12 months, and all these results were amazing, guys. In the end, the 12-month interim results data was quite positive because the patient's cognition improved by 3.2 points on a 70-point scale, and most patients showed declines. Even Biogen's approved Alzheimer's drug Aduhelm only shows the cognitive decline in mild to moderate Alzheimer's patients, and this is far much better, guys. But again, this is, let's say, placebo effect, and this is what we will be observing. We retail investors would be looking into, we should be looking into their phase 3 study, because phase 3 study would be a real test of Simuflem, because this would be against a placebo effect. Okay, and this is what we should be looking into, and that's what I mentioned many times in the past, plus also in this video, that guys, this is the real test of Cassava Sciences Simuflem for Alzheimer's drug, because this will tell us that finally, is this drug efficient enough to treat Alzheimer's, and will FDA really approve this drug? And guys, trust me, now again, I'm not giving you guys any false hope or pumping up this company or pumping up you guys to jump into this company right now. This is just my personal opinion and my personal assumption, because that's the reason why I'm holding this company through all the downfall and all the volatility. Because in case if FDA approves this drug and they will start selling this drug, then until 2025, until 2026 or 2030, this company could easily become a 10 to 40 billion dollar market cap company, and that would mean a price of $200 to $800 per share. So guys, that's all, and that is what I wanted to share with you guys. And yes, please be careful. I am holding this company, and that's just me. That's my own money, and I'm the decision maker of what I want to do with my money. And on the other side, you guys should be deciding for your own self. Okay, please don't just listen and make a decision. Process it, understand the company, understand the fundamentals. Yeah, if the company has the fundamentals, but understand what the future stands for this particular company or any particular company. And that's it, guys. That's all for Cassava Sciences stock update. So that's it, guys. That's all from my side. I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and ciao.